The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull, just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the Rodg and Don Show. I am Andrew Rogers at the Real Rodgy 21. As always, great to have you coming in and watching another episode alongside my good buddy Chris Donnelly, who joins us again this week. Chris, great to see you, pal. How's your week been, bud?
Yeah, it's just been busy as usual. It's playoff time, so yeah, playoffs are a busy time, but it's a good time and great time to be involved in hockey. How was your week?
I mean, it was busy. Had the kids there last weekend, but managed to get out to Palmerston for Minto and Ripley. What an outstanding hockey game that was. But obviously, yeah, between the kids and work and everything else, it's been a hustle. It's been good, and couldn't be happier, I guess, with this at this point right now, because I mean, not just in sports, but life in general, I feel, is kind of at a funny spot when you get to this mid-March point. Am I right with that? I think that's right for everybody. No?
Yeah, we're so close to the warm weather. It's a great time to be a hockey fan, and you just don't want hockey to end, but you want to get out of this cold that we've been in.
Right. And today up here, at least in Owen Sound, Ontario, it was you could sense that it was a lot warmer. You could just feel the difference in the temperature as opposed to the last few days. And I know, it's one of those things too where you can never get too ahead of yourself on this, because you're just going to get smacked down if you do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we're getting rain down here tomorrow, and it was nice today, so it's a good day to work outside.
Well, there you go. There you go. What's the latest on the Dundas Blues? What's going on there?
We're up 2-0 right now, so I mean, we still got a lot of work to do here. We're playing a really good team over there, so I mean, we got to make sure we're staying focused. But we play tomorrow and then Saturday on the road in Niagara. So
that would be Thursday and Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Right on. Well, like I say, best of luck to the Dundas Blues. And
thank you.
Excuse me, when you mention Dundas Blues, you can't help but not mention the 519 Sports Online guys who are doing a tremendous job all across the board. I spoke to one of them again in Palmerston there for when they did Minto Ripley, and there was obviously 519 in Seaforth as well. Rodg and Don Show, sponsored, of course, by Goat Sports Supply in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Jack does a great job there, so make sure to give them the love and the flowers as well. We added a couple sponsors as well. Benefit Simple No hassle, no pressure, no bull. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Check them out at www.benefitsimple.ca. And then our final sponsor, the TMG Mortgage Group. That's John Steffler out of Seaforth there. The Mortgage Group, think outside the branch. Check them out. HuronPerthMortgages.ca. So, yeah, a lot of groundwork, and this podcast is really booming, buddy. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. The hustle and the grind really never stops, but it's tremendous to have these guys along for the ride.
Yeah, like we're really appreciative of that too, right? Like that, it all makes it all go around, and it must mean that you're doing a good job over there, bud.
Well, you know what? It's a team effort, and at the end of the day, you know, I don't speak for both of us on this, but maybe I can a little bit here. And the fact that this product that we're putting on, the Rodg and Don Show, an Ontario Elite Hockey Ontario Elite Hockey League presentation, that's all what it's about, is the OEHL and growing it to the magnitude that it continues in this now year three, 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're both also too like just proud fans of like what it is too, right? And like just like all the people that are involved in it. There's so many good people and the product's amazing, and like I think we're just proud to, start like spreading the word about it. And I hope that we're reaching some people that now are going to some like go watch some games.
Well, it's just really an opportunity to open a whole new avenue. This live streaming stuff, obviously, in the OEHL is very new this year. And I think it's been a big hit. Like, yeah, I've got my channel and I do my hustle and grind. I've almost done 40 games this year, which is unreal to me that I've done
Yeah.
that many. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Not to pump my own tires, but that's a big deal for me to see that big number. And
Yeah.
not only that, but the viewership numbers have been off the charts. Like when I got home the other night after Palmerston, Minto 81s, and Ripley Wolves, it was already over 2,000 at that point. Game 7 of Tavistock Seaforth had upwards of 3. And I was
Yeah.
looking at those numbers. I was mind blown, dude. Like I couldn't believe it.
You're a superstar. I'm gonna have to get your autograph mailed down to me soon.
Well, I haven't been asked for autographs, but the general public has been actually very, very appreciative, very complimentary, which is something I'm not used to. So still,
Yeah.
like when I hear people say nice things, I'm like, are you messing with me, pal, or what's going on here?
Yeah, just taking his stride, man. If you're doing good, then that's good.
Hey, it's obviously people are watching, and we can definitely appreciate that. So appreciate all the viewership and all the fans. Let's get to the hockey, and obviously I want to start. We started obviously in the A side, the Hugh McLean last week. I just
Yeah.
want to continue to do that as we do start with Saugeen Shores and Tilsonburg in this Hugh McLean A championship. Saugeen Shores dominant 11-2 victory in game number 1, a game that saw Tilsonburg only travel the 3-hour trip with 12 skaters and 2 goalies, and Saugeen Shores with a full lineup really knocked him on the teeth in game number 1. Game 2, a lot closer. Tilsonburg right in it, actually.
Yeah.
Had him at 2-0, had leads there. Saugeen Shores scoring with 12 seconds left with the net empty in the third to tie it, and then Hudson Wiles scoring in overtime for the winner in the first overtime period to give Saugeen Shores that 2-0 lead. Man, like, what are your takeaways from this, from what you could tell?
So I heard on for game 1 there, because I obviously have some connections on that Tilsonburg side there. I was talking to them, just some friends, and I heard that they were traveling pretty light, and then like I mean, sometimes it's good though to travel a little bit light, because then you're on the ice more. Like as a player, you get in that zone a little bit more. But obviously, they went into the Thunderdome there pretty much, and Saugeen Shores, and I mean Saugeen obviously, like for lack of better words, laid the boots to him there a little bit. But I was really happy for those guys in Tilsonburg, the way that they bounced back to bring it to overtime. I think in that group there now, like there's good leadership there. There's a lot of really good guys, and I think that there's always going to be that little bit of hope. But when you get that like an overtime loss, it does suck. But I mean, they're there. Like they can play with those guys. Like, and I think that there is that belief in that room there, and they got a great goaltender there. Like they have some pieces to it. So I think that there's going to be. I don't think you're going to see another like 11-2, another 8-0 game, anything like that. I think it's going to be a little bit more tight now.
Absolutely. The next game I find interesting too is not Friday. It is actually Saturday in Port Elgin. I think
Which is
that
perfect. Those
I,
Friday games are terrible to travel that far after working all day. It's god awful.
Well, that's just it. Like a 3-hour trip. Yeah, like you say. I mean, I wonder if though with that extra night or day, if you will,
Yeah.
if this is the break that Tilsonburg needs to get back in this series.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not going to count Tilsonburg out because also too as an organization, remember against Tilbury years back, it's like 3 years back when they
I
came
remember
back, they stormed
that
back down
reverse
from three
sweep.
nothing. Yeah, and they did it. So, I mean, there's people there that have the right parts. Some of those guys are still on that team.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I mean. You can't count them out. But that Friday game is really like I work construction myself, and it is damn near impossible to try and get out in time to drive 3 hours, and then you have to be there a little bit before to try and stretch, get ready. It's a huge home advantage to have Friday games. You're traveling that far. It's like almost an unfair advantage, actually.
Yeah, like 3 hours is a little bit excessive,
But I
obviously.
mean, they signed up for it though, yes. But I just
Yeah.
mean like the Friday night game is like, come on, like it's not good for anybody. No one wants to go watch a hockey game in the finals. It's going to go 11-2.
No,
Due
it's
to
not.
it's not
Yeah.
because you're out playing four lines of guys.
Right.
You're going there and you're just beat down on a tired team that just drove 3 hours. They got jet lag basically.
or Volkswagen way leg.
Yeah, no kidding. No
or
kidding.
the V bus or whichever they
Yeah.
took. Yeah. No, and that's fair. By the way, we have Rob Flick and Justin Marlowe a little bit later with for the interview on this podcast. It's an excellent conversation
Yeah.
there. But like I said, game 3 on Saturday at the Plex in Port Elgin. Then they take a full week. So they only play once this weekend. Then they
Which is
take a
big.
full week. Game 4, Saturday, April the 4th. And then Sunday, April the 5th, my 39th birthday. Just a
There you
shameless
go.
plug there. Not a big deal. That's supposed, so it's 7:30 on the 4th of April for game 4 in Tilsonburg. And then it's 4:30 at the Plex on the 5th. And that's Easter weekend also. So, geez,
Yeah.
it's
It's gonna be
like,
tough travel, man.
whew, I mean, lots going on.
But I
It's
mean, at the
great. It's
same
great.
time, too, let me say something too, just so that people in Saugeen aren't mad at me. I'm not discrediting the wins. You still have to go and play.
Of
Like
course.
you can still lose a game against 10 guys. And like I saw it and I heard firsthand that those guys played. Saugeen's they're a good hockey club, man. They're good over there. So I mean,
Absolutely.
Tilsonburg with a full lineup, it's gonna be a great series too. Like they're gonna have their hands full. They got to show up and play, or else they're gonna take your lumps.
Absolutely. The series isn't over until it's over. They're all consummate professionals. Saugeen isn't just going to let them off the hook because they only got
No,
10 guys. And Tilsonburg isn't going to give them an easy free pass because
yeah.
they only got
I
10
mean,
guys.
as they shouldn't though, right? Like you shouldn't.
Absolutely.
You got to still show up and play. Like you got to, no matter what, you're gonna show up and play. It
100,
sends a message.
100%. 100%.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull, just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details.
All right, let's switch gears. Double A bracket side now. We're going to start in the South Conference Final.
It's Game 1 of the OEHL Conference Finals Series between the Seaforth Centenaires and the Elora Rocks. For the Centenaires, it was a sweep over Milverton in the first round before a dramatic 7-game series victory over Tavistock that secured their place in the conference finals. On the other side, Elora took down Tilsonburg and Petrolia each in 5 games, dropping Game 1 before winning 4 in a row in both best-of-7s. Before the contest, OEHL Commissioner Rick Richardson presents Alex Hutchison and Tyler Parr with the Goalie Tandem of the Year award for the lowest goals against average in the conference. Let's get into the action at Seaforth and District Community Center. First period, Steve Dole collects on the near side wall before racing into the zone and trying a quick shot, but Alex Hutchison makes the stop for the whistle. At the other end, Jared Bogdan races over the blue line as he loses the handle on the entry. Mitch Casey holds in before throwing it on goal, but Colin Dunn keeps the door shut. Still in the first, Jared Nash gives to Jared Bogdan on the entry as Bogdan drops it back to Reed Oliver for a shot, but Colin Dunn gets a piece of it to send it wide. Later in the frame, Clayton Holscher intercepts the outlet pass before walking in and shooting, but Alex Hutchison denies him from in tight. The puck bounces up ice as Jamie Huber carries into the offensive zone and shoots, but Colin Dunn makes the save to keep it scoreless after 1. Second period, Clayton Holscher carries over center before making a move on the entry and driving in front, but Alex Hutchison stays with him and makes the save. Not long after, Alex Utley lays a check in the corner where Mark McIntosh steals. He slides it down low where Utley finds it before playing it in front, and Clayton Holscher jams it in. The Rocks strike first in Game 1. It's 1-0. Shortly after that, the D-to-D pass is whiffed as Sean Chisholm steals for a chance from in alone, but Colin Dunn shuts the door on his backhand try. Just past the halfway mark of the frame, Mark McIntosh intercepts in the neutral zone as he races in before deking his way in front where Clayton Holscher finds it and he scores again. The second of the period for Holscher makes it 2-0. Still in the second, Reed Oliver dishes to Ray Heater who shoots. Jared Nash whacks at it from beside the goal as the puck bounces in front, but Colin Dunn keeps it out and the puck is cleared. With Seaforth now on the power play, Camden Daigle drops it to Mitch Casey who fires to Jared Nash cross ice, but Colin Dunn gets over to make a great pad save to keep it at 2-0 after 40. Third period, Rocks on the power play as Sean Lance collects on the near side. He throws it in front where Alex Utley backhands to Mark McIntosh and he scores into the open goal. It's 3-0 Elora as they keep rolling in the final frame. Later on, Seaforth now at 5-on-4 as Jared Nash receives on the half wall. He goes down to Ray Heater who sauces it to Ruben Smith for a shot and he buries it. It's 3-1 as the Centenaires get on the board. Not long after, Mark McIntosh plays ahead for Clayton Holscher who carries in behind the defense for a break, but Alex Hutchison denies his hat-trick bid. Late in this one, the Centenaires pull the goalie as they look to mount a comeback. With under 2 to play, Alex Utley steals the puck on the near side wall before muscling up ice and sliding it into the open goal for the dagger as tempers boil over after the goal. The officials race in as Luke Fritz is handed a game misconduct. But that would do it as the Elora Rocks pick up the Game 1 road win by a final score of 4-1 on Saturday night. Game 2 heads to Elora on Friday.
Man, this first game, the Elora Rocks rested, go on the road against a team that just came off a seven-game thriller against Tavistock, and they go into that barn and that arena, and they come out with a 4-1 win in Game 1. How big is this, Chris, for them to steal that Game 1 and home ice consequentially as well?
Well, I remember we touched on it a couple weeks ago about how important that those home wins are, and it's real. Like, you don't want to lose in senior hockey on home ice. So for Laura to go in there, like, that's huge for their group too. Like, there's got to be like major good vibes in that room right now. I know I saw some of the clips there too. Dunner's kicking back there. He had a great game in the net there. It's not like the other team didn't play good. Like, they still played well. Allure played a good game, and rest is a weapon. One of the oldest sayings in the books there, like, rest is a weapon. Allure rolled in, and they earned that too. They earned that right to win in that series. Before you get to have that rest the bodies up, and they did what I know they can do. I mean, I know they're a good team. Again, it's not going to be an easy series though, but yeah, like, hats off to them, man, for going into a tough arena to go win against a really good team.
Absolutely. Matchup of 1 Seaforth versus 3 Alora.
Yeah,
Obviously, in playoffs, when you start a series, you're starting at zeros. It doesn't matter. You throw all the rankings out of the window and all the
yeah.
stats and everything else. You're starting at zeros essentially, right? So
You know what was impressive about that
there's
game
that.
too? I'm pretty sure that Mark McIntosh, Alex Utley, and who the other guy on the line? I think they all
Clayton
had
Holzer.
Clayton Holscher. Yes, I was gonna say Luke Holscher there, but yes, Clayton Holscher. I think they all had 4 points each,
I
3 or 4 points.
I'm just having a look here. I think you might be right. McIntosh 3, Utley 3, Holzer 2 goals.
Yeah, so there you go. And I mean, for them to do that, like we're not gonna call that depth because that's like three top guys for the team, but there's also another line there too that's a fantastic line in Alora, which is the Black Collins and Zach Cameron line too.
Yep.
So I mean, for them to get scoring from another line like that is huge for that group too.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's funny how that works out, but like this Alora team is so deep.
Yeah,
Anytime I
yeah,
watch them, they're very like skilled all the way from like 1 through 12 on forwards if they have that many that night. And
yeah.
just everybody comes to play, everybody produces, everybody knows their role, and it's impressive to watch.
Well, I think like I'm not trying to be biased here because I was there and I was on that team, but everybody one thing I did notice when I played there, everybody that's there loves being an Alora Rock.
Yeah.
Like every player on that team loves each other. They love playing for that team. They love playing for Rich. They love playing for Cass. They love everything about being a Laura Rock. So I think that says something there. They got a really tight group. They're like a family in that room. So I think they're gonna go pretty far.
Absolutely. You know, and again, so Ruben Smith, the captain, longtime captain there, number 19 is Seaforth,
Yeah,
gets the lone goal for the Centenaires.
it was a nice goal too.
Yeah, it was a really nice
Yeah,
goal, actually. Nice setup. Obviously, you know,
yeah,
for them to beat Colin Dunn in that game, who was pretty well locked in by the looks of it on the
yeah,
highlights I saw anyway.
yep,
You know, that's obviously gonna have to be the one that beats him.
yep.
When it comes to a goalie, like you know, we saw it with Hutchison in game 7 against Tavistock. If a goalie's dialed in, sometimes the greasy ones are the ones that you need to strive to
Those are
get.
playoff goals, right? Like
Right.
playoff goals, nothing's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be a lot of traffic. It's gonna be rebounds. I touched on it before too. Internal hockey, it's painful to get to that area of the net. Like it's gonna suck, but you got to pay the price at any level if you want to do it in the playoffs, right? You got to be able to get those ugly goals.
Well, and that's just it. Like, you know, again, you look at the numbers here, just, you know, at a glimpse. McIntosh, 19 points in the playoffs. Cameron, 18. Black, 18. Utley,
Yeah,
18.
yeah,
Collins, 13. Krieger, 12. Clayton Holzer, 11. Obviously, the 3-game suspension
yeah.
hindered that. But it's
They
just they're
got some
getting,
big guns up there.
oh, yeah, they're getting
Yeah,
contributions for everybody. And obviously, they showed up big in game 1. Game 2 of this series goes this Friday on the 27th at 8:30 in Alora. Game 3 on Sunday at 3:30 in Seaforth. They have announced game 4, and that's all so far in this series. Thursday,
yeah.
April the 2nd, 8 o'clock at the CW Sportsplex in Fergus. Now,
Oh,
here's where it gets interesting because that rink is huge.
yeah, yeah. So the lacrosse is coming back in it by then.
Oh, well, like I can't like that's going to be a funny adjustment because either like Seaforth Arena, I think is small on the small side.
Yeah.
Alora's is about the same, but that rink is huge.
I don't know if it'll be a huge adjustment though, because every year they do this. Whenever they go on a run, they have to go there. And then when their arena, the Jefferson Elora was getting renovated, they were played the whole season. They remember.
I remember that, but
So I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know.
I'm wondering about Seaforth and whether or not it'll work maybe beneficial to them. They're a fast
Yeah,
team. They maybe could
yeah,
stretch it out a bit.
yeah, yeah. Maybe
Maybe.
like it. I mean, there could be something there, right? If like the speedy teams, then they can go wide. So you got to play smarter gaps to the defensemen, different
Yeah,
angles for the goaltenders too, right? So
absolutely.
I mean, even for Seaforth when they go, like their goalie's gonna have to adjust to that too, right? Because he might be used to something at Jefferson Elora there, where it's a little tighter, a little more
Yeah,
boxier, and there it's gonna be bigger, right? I
absolutely.
think
I
game two too, we got to watch out for Jared Nash. Will probably have a big game too.
oh, you
Elora's
know
gonna
he's
have to
gonna
buckle down on him.
yeah, you know he's gonna come out hungry in that second game.
Yeah, he's a great
Um,
player.
he's so good. And that then you know former Stratford Fighting Irish, and of course
Yeah,
that's how I remember the CW Sportsplex. I called a lot of games there for Alora, especially against in that playoff series against Stratford,
yeah,
and the big ice and everything else. So that'd be fun to be able
yeah.
to go back there again. Um,
Like I'd like to
let's
see Mark McIntosh fly around on that big ice too.
so speedy, and that's obviously it, right? The fast guys will flourish on the bigger ice surfaces with more ice, time, and space to move. All right.
Yep.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull. Just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details.
Let's talk about the North Conference Final. This one a doozy, and it's off to a banger of a start through 2 games. Minto on the road, going all the way into Ripley and taking down the Ripley Wolves, top-seeded Ripley Wolves, 4-2. On the road, continuing their win streak to 17. However,
it's Saturday afternoon OEHL action as the Minto 81s get ready to host the Ripley Wolves in Game 2 of the North Conference Finals. Minto currently has a 1-0 lead in the series as they look to make it 2-0 with a win today. Let's hit the ice from the Palmerston District Community Center complex. First period, Ripley is on a rush as Cody Britton drops it back to Garrett Mers. His shot saved, but Pat Luby puts it in off the rebound. Pat Luby scores his 3rd of the playoffs as he opens the scoring for the Wolves. It's 1-0. Not long after, the stretch pass finds Blair Butchert in behind the defense. Butchert tries to slide it home, but Jason Hamilton stretches out to deny him. Sometime later, the 81s have it in the O-zone. It's played down to Liam Hurley in the corner. Hurley takes it behind the net and tries for the wraparound, but Jason Hamilton stones him. Now Ripley takes it the other way as JD Falconer gets in behind the defense, but his shot's turned away. Shortly after, the 81s win the faceoff and Ted Nickel fires a shot. Caleb Warren has a chance in front, but Jason Hamilton swallows it up. It's 1-0 at the end of the first. Second period, Minto's now on the power play as Jordan Alexander fires a one-timer on net. There's a chance on the rebound, but the puck goes up and out of play. Now off the ensuing faceoff, Ripley plays the puck down the ice and Garrett Mers gets out of the box and races after it. Mers puts it on net, but Jonathan Reinhardt turns him away. A little later, the Wolves have numbers as they enter the O-zone. It's dropped back to Cody Britton for the one-timer, but Jonathan Reinhardt is even to it. Not long after, Garrett Mers takes it in for Ripley. He gets around the defender and to the front of the net, but Mers loses the puck and crashes into the netminder. Some 81 players would take exception to it, and a scrum breaks out. Both teams would receive minor penalties for roughing. Sometime after, the Wolves continue to apply pressure as Ethan Skinner gathers it. Skinner rips a shot, but Jonathan Reinhardt gets a piece of it and snatches the rebound out of the air. A few minutes later, Ripley is back on the attack as Jared Colling dishes it to Pat Luby. Luby plays it to Carter Servais, who fires it, and Cody Britton puts it in. But the refs would have a meeting, and the goal would be called off. It's still 1-0 heading into the third. Third period, Ripley's looking to extend their lead as Ethan Skinner works in. Skinner gets around the defender and fires it, but he puts it up and over the glass. Shortly after, the Wolves keep on the pressure as Garrett Mers takes it in. Mers plays it up to Ethan Skinner, who crosses it to Logan Swanton. Swanton works in and centers it to Carter Servais, who taps it home. Carter Servais nets his 9th of the postseason as Ripley adds on. It's 2-0. A little later, Minto was looking for an answer as Ted Nickel rushes down the near side. Nickel rips a shot, but Jason Hamilton is square to it. A scrum breaks out after the play, but the refs quickly break it up. A couple minutes later, Ripley is looking to add on as Trent Houghton works his way in. He puts it on net and the rebound goes out to Logan Swanton, but Jonathan Reinhardt is able to cover it for the whistle. Not long after, the Wolves are now on the man advantage as Jordan Moulton sends it to Cody Britton for the quick shot. The rebound goes out to Britton and he buries it. Cody Britton gets his 6th of the playoffs as Ripley gets another one. It's 3-0. Later in the period, Minto now has a 5-on-3 advantage. Ted Nickel slides it across for the one-timer. It barely misses the net and the refs would call a high stick. A scrum breaks out in front of the Ripley net and Blair Butcher would be given a 10-minute game misconduct penalty. It's now 4-on-3 action as the 81s continue to press. Adam Lagazzo picks it up off the wall. Lagazzo sends it to Keaton Willis for the one-timer and he beats the goalie. Keaton Willis picks up his 6th of the postseason as Minto gets on the board. It's 3-1. Now late in the third, Minto has pulled their goalie for the extra attacker. Trent Houghton picks it up and fires it from center ice, and he finds the empty net. Trent Houghton, 2nd of the playoffs, puts the game away for the Wolves. That would do it as the Ripley Wolves take this one 4-1 over the Minto 81s on Saturday afternoon in Game 2 of the North Conference Finals. The Wolves even the series at 1 game apiece.
They move back to the Palmerston and District Community Center complex, where Ripley, with an unbelievable crowd on hand for them and supporters for the Wolves, go in there and win 4-1. Jason Hamilton was massive in this game. He was so good and dialed in. And Ripley's big dogs came out to play, and they were hungry.
Yeah, you definitely took the words right there. I was going to comment as well on Hamilton because I saw some of the clips there. He made some big time saves, so hats off to you. Great saves there. Way to get your team in there. But I mean, you lose a game at home, then it's a series, they say. So no, both teams have done that. I'm never happy to say, oh, I'm happy a team lost, but I mean, it makes a good series. Like Minto went on an unbelievable run there. Like what were you saying before? 16, 17 games in a row.
Yeah, so 17 game winning streak. Obviously, for a team that wins that many, you could kind of get complacent a little bit. Obviously, the 2-time defending champion, you'd think they'd be above that. However, a loss at this point in this series or this junction can kind of humble a team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? But I mean,
no,
like at this level, this age, like I'm not too worried about them losing the game there. Like they're fine over there. It's just one game. Just reset it, and they're good over there. They'll be fine. They got a good captain that'll will right the ship there. They've been in a lot of big games, so these guys know how to handle that situation. But I mean, it makes a good series for us to talk about and watch. We don't want to talk about a 4-game sweep in the finals. Like it doesn't. I mean, as a fan, we want to see Game 7s all the time.
Absolutely, and I mean it's got juicy all over it if this series does go the distance. Some takeaways that I just wanted to point out here. Obviously, Hamilton with the big game, we pointed on that. Minto really missing Chase Herford, who was gone. Obviously for he was on vacation, but it was a March break type of thing. So obviously players missing on both sides of the coin there. Ted Nickel, I thought he played really well, but you could tell that guys on that team were frustrated all night long by Ripley and their defensive prowess. They were really good. Trent Houghton, he's a former Listowel Cyclone and Kincardine native playing there as an AP. He looked really solid, scored the empty net, clincher in this game. He was really, really solid. There are a lot of guys on that team, though, that just can fly and can make a big difference. Pat Luby scored again. Jordan Moulton on the back end, really impressive. And obviously Garrett Mears, who's just in your face for the entirety of the game whenever he's on the ice.
He had a good 2 games. Even the loss, he had a good 2 games. I watched the clips. 519 shout out again getting the clips out there. But yeah, that guy's automatic for goals. I actually, funny story. I was working in Owen Sound, your hometown there.
Yeah.
Working in Owen Sound. I go to a scrapyard and I meet this Logan Swanton that
Oh
plays
yeah,
for
okay.
Ripley.
Yep.
Yeah,
Number
so
3.
he's actually dating or my buddy, or sorry, he's dating my buddy's cousin. So
Okay.
small world. But
That is
anyways,
funny.
start talking, and then I'm actually keeping an eye on him. He's like seems like a little bit of an unsung hero for these guys. He's getting a lot of assists, playing some big minutes for Ripley too.
Yeah,
So
he
shout out Logan.
So he actually set up Carter Surveys on the second goal. And
I saw that on the 5-1.
really nice play coming in down low, putting it out front. It was deflected home. Really nice deflection.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Logan Swanton. So this series now switches back to Ripley for game 3 this Friday at 8:30. Saturday, March 28th, 6:30 at the Steve Kerr in Listowel. And then we do have a game 5 announcement as well. Friday, April the 3rd, Good Friday, Good Friday, 8:30 in Ripley.
Yep.
For that game that now is necessary considering it's tied at 1. That Steve Kerr game though is going to be so good.
Are you going to it?
The plan, my plan for this weekend is currently undecided. I will tell you that much. I know I could tell you
Yeah,
with
that arena's awesome.
Oh, it's so good. I could tell you with certainty that I'm in Elora on Friday night and C4 Sunday afternoon, and then Elora on Thursday, April 2nd. I know that I could confirm that right now. As for any other dates, I can't confirm ahead of that. If the Thunder and Saugeen Shores go to game 5 at the Plex on my birthday, I will be there for that. It's a 4:30 start.
Okay.
Taking the kids for that. We'll have a good day that way. That'll be fun. So yeah, like I say, Ripley, Minto, that series is a banger, tied at 1 after 2. So we'll move to the playoff points leaders here as we wind down. Brent McDermott, again, we talked about him. This guy's like pushing 50 and he's leading the OEHL playoffs in scoring 24 points. Miles McLean, the Winterhawks captain, 23. Garrett Mears of Ripley, which we spoke about, 21. Rob Flick, 20 points for him. He's only played 6 games in the playoffs and he has 20 points. Just unreal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you that there's a different level to some of these guys that NHL draft picks.
Absolutely. And then McIntosh, Black, Cameron, and Alex Utley in the top 20 in playoff scoring as well. Like it's been really fun. This playoff has been so good all across the board from the very get-go, I think.
Yeah, there's been some serious plays, some nice goals, some highlights, some viral plays. So a lot of rough and tough hockey at the first round there, that Petrolia Loro, and a lot of fights. There's been kind of everything, right? Like we said earlier, I think we said last week, I would like to see someone that's not a hockey fan. We could show them, and then I bet you that they'd be a senior hockey fan.
No, absolutely. After this playoffs, yeah, like it's only going to go up from here. It's going to continue to grow, and it's going to be outstanding. All right, we're going to pause for our sponsorship announcements, and then we're going to play our interview with Rob Flick and Justin Marlowe, and then we'll come back on the other side.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull. Just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details. All right, folks, you're watching the Rodg and Don's show, powered by Goat Sports Supply in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Andrew Rogers, of course, with you, and we're pleased to welcome in our guests on this week's edition of the podcast from the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, number 6, Justin Marlowe, and number 26, Rob Flick, who joins us as well. Guys, great to have you on. Thanks for coming on and doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Raj.
Absolutely, Aaron. Happy to be here.
Andrew. Yeah, no, that's cool. It's all good. We've only met a handful of times. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Hey, you got the first letter right. I'll give you that.
I was thinking Aaron, the QB there.
I mean, that's not I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, that's totally cool.
You look the same. You look
the same. Discount double check guy. Okay, I'll take that too. Perfect. It's funny story about that, and just like kind of cut away real quick. My grandfather actually tried to convince me that we were related, me and Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, Grandpa, you're crazy, man. Like,
I see it.
I don't. I mean, like, it's insane to me.
Start telling people that.
I mean, I could use it for clout, I suppose, if I really wanted to go down that route. But even saying clout as an old man does not do well for me.
Yeah, wrong sport, kind of.
Well, that, and I just, that's a young person's language. I'm not a young person anymore.
Oh, yeah, you are at heart.
Hey, don't say that. We're holding on.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So, yeah, guys, really pleased to have you on here. And obviously, you guys are right in the thick of it right now in the A bracket final, the Hugh McLean bracket final against the Tillsonburg Thunder, where you hold a 2-0 series lead. We're going to get to the playoff series in a minute and how the playoffs have been for you guys so far. But I just wouldn't mind if off the hop here, you kind of reflect on how the season's been for you on a grand scheme of things. Justin, why don't you start, pal?
Season started off pretty hot. The first 10 games, we were first in the league there for a while, and then kind of fell apart a little bit, went on a bit of a losing streak. Had a couple injuries for some of the guys, didn't get the bounces. Obviously lost to Durham there in the first round, which isn't what we want, but I mean, we're playing for the McLean Trophy now, so we're here now. Might as well win that.
Absolutely. Well said. Rob, how's this season been for you, pal?
Yeah, it's been like Justin narrated there. I think it was we came out of the gate pretty hot, and definitely thought we'd be a contender in the A playoffs there, or the top division.
Yep.
Double A, yeah. So it was disappointing to lose out, but I mean, we couldn't quite put together the team I think that maybe we had early to mid season that kind of gelled together, and it's like I said, I mean, it's disappointing, and you want it to go the way you want it to go a certain way, and it doesn't, but it's a good opportunity to still keep playing and give the fans something to come out to see, and give us a chance to stay on the ice a little further into the year.
Absolutely. Well said as well. Like I said, we're going to get to the Tillsonburg series, obviously, because there's a lot to talk about there. And obviously your playoff run overall. So Justin, I know for the senior A circuit, you've been playing here for a little bit now. I think this is your 6th or 5th year, right?
Yeah, 5th year playing.
Okay. And yeah, you played a little bit for Shallow Lake in between that as well?
Yeah, played a year there, had a stint there just for a year, and then came back to the Hawks.
Gotcha. And I guess this year, from your perspective, like, has it changed a whole lot? Is it more of the same stuff, just maybe a different collection of core guys, that sort of thing?
I mean, a lot of the core guys kind of still are there. We've mixed in a couple of guys here and there. Obviously had a new coach there this year. He's one of our assistants. We had Parrott there last year. He's a great coach, right, but took an opportunity in the States. But for the most part, yeah, the same guys have been there, and trying to get maybe a little bit younger, get a couple more guys out to the team there next year. We'll see what happens. But no, it's been good. All the boys are great, and just look forward to going to the rink every day.
Absolutely. Well said. Rob, for you, this is obviously your first year with the Winterhawks. I think you had a like maybe did you play one game though in Creemore? Is that right?
That's true. Yes.
Okay.
2023, I believe.
Okay.
Play against us.
That's right. Yeah.
So, okay, I see how that worked out now. But I guess, yeah. So for you, Rob, like, I mean, how did it kind of come to fruition to come with the Winterhawks, and has it been what you expected?
Yeah, I was going about my business this past summer and started missing the game a little bit, and wanted to get on the ice. So the Hawks were my closest center, being that I'm up on the northern Bruce Peninsula here, around Lions Head. So I reached out, and I think it was the open tryouts. I just hit the ice there, and I didn't know. I didn't really plan on getting back into it. I kind of just wanted to get on the ice once or twice. It'd been a long time, and it sure felt like it when I came back. Holy smokes! It's
Didn't look like it.
Thanks, buddy. It's different when you're on the ice every day and that's your job, and you train for it and it's your life, and then you take 2 years off. I didn't really touch the ice at all, and then I came back on, and I guess that's it. I got hooked again, and I get to see these beauties come to the rink like Justin here, and watch him muck it up in the corners and pass me the puck in the slot. I couldn't resist. So here I am.
Well, there you go. I mean, sometimes it's a match made in heaven when it falls in your lap, especially. But yeah, so this playoff this year, obviously with Durham in the first round, really strong team over there. Unceremoniously give you the sweep and the boot out of that AA bracket. But then you enter the A bracket, and that chance at the Hugh McLean with three other teams. You get paired up with Shelburne, and man, like, this is a team that, I covered all season long, and I saw how they played. I mean, that series was nasty.
Oh, it was rough for sure. Those boys like to run around.
Like, I mean, take me through that. Like, what was that like from a visual and mental perspective? Because that had to be something else.
Yeah, it was like, at home, like we had all our guys there first game, beat them up pretty good, and then head down to the fish tank there. Games 2 and 4 are a little different, like a little short on guys. They got their crowd there. They're running around. I definitely got to keep your head on a swivel playing against those guys. They got some big boys. They like to rough it up. Absolutely. It was fun playing against them, though.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, I think they just seem to. It's not fun when you're getting bounced pretty heavily, like the game's kind of tilted in our favor there, and I don't think they had maybe the support that they could have had. There seemed like they kind of had a short bench, and I think their frustrations got the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, and that could happen, right? Like, it could happen at any level. Short benches are a killer, and obviously when guys are frustrated and are having an off night or can't, get the puck luck that they're looking for, it can make for a really long night. Obviously, we saw that in game 1 against Tillsonburg. They had 12 guys, and that really hurt them as you guys really put them to the woodsheds.
Yeah, we have full lineup, big crowd there. Boys are ready to go. So, yeah, I felt bad for those boys in that one.
I mean, obviously, though, to get the first one at home, that's huge. You go there. So, like, this series is crazy because it's a 3-hour difference between the two cities, which is unreal. I mean, talk about travel. But in game 2, obviously, a much tighter game. Let's talk about that, because that's a huge win for you guys. Obviously, scoring late, and then the overtime winner from Hudson Wiles, who has just been unreal since he's come in as the AP here. I mean, just take me through game 2.
Yeah, game 2 was a bit of a grind. They scored a couple early there. Kind of got one there in the second, and then I think they scored in the third. We were down a little bit. Pulled the goalie. Figsy tied her up. 10 seconds left. Bar down right from the slot. That was nice to see. And then who else but Wiles in OT there? The kid's been great for us.
Yeah, Hudson. Like I say, I don't really know him all that well, and like from what I was told, is just he's a pretty electric player, and like, I haven't had the opportunity to see him play, but it must be something to watch firsthand.
Yeah, he's a young kid from Port Elgin. Like I kind of played just like some pickup skates with him over like the last maybe year or two. Didn't really know a whole lot about him, and I know he's playing for Listowel there, Junior B, and their season ended early. They didn't make the playoffs, so Brownie, I think's buddies with his dad, and yeah, they got talking, and they said he was coming. No one really knew what to expect, but yeah, he came in, and yeah, he's been nothing but good for us. I think he's got like probably at least 10 points in like 3 games. He's got like 5-6 goals as a D-man. He's a pretty shifty player, so it's definitely a good ad to have him. Definitely wish we had him in that Durham series, that's for sure.
Well, it's funny too how a guy could come in and just kind of look so naturally as a fit. I mean, does that have a lot to do with the locker room at that point?
Yeah, he definitely gels with the boys. Like, came fit in pretty good. He skated a couple Sunday skates with us too, so he kind of knows some of the guys too. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, he played all over. Like, he's been drafted the O. I think he played in the BCHL for a little bit. Played for the Collingwood Blues, and yeah, he's been all over. So he's used to moving around, and I don't think he was phased at all jumping into the series.
Absolutely.
How's that,
Rob?
guys? Am I clear now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, good. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But yeah, Hudson.
Yeah. So he's been, like Justin said, a great fit. I mean, young kid, and obviously has a lot of passion for the game. I don't know if he's. I talked to him briefly, and I think he plans on playing for some years here and see what happens. I guess he had some injury trouble, but. If that kind of sorts itself out, I could see him, going on to play for definitely a few more years somewhere, competitive, and whether he goes to school or not, that would be exciting to see. But good to have him here. He's obviously doing pretty well, like Justin said. I don't know how many points he has, but it's you obviously, the team is going to notice when somebody like that comes in and picks up. On the back end, where I think we had a lot of injuries and maybe some tough spots there. We ended up. I think we've had a few forwards that have had to go back and play all year, so that's a huge pickup for us.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull, just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details.
Absolutely. That could be a really tough thing when you're a natural forward to go and be asked to play defense and, not your natural position. And some guys just make it look effortlessly easy, but for other guys, it can be like, they're kind of stick out a little bit because, it's just such an unnatural fit. But they do what they have to do for the team, right? So.
Yeah, definitely a different game on the back end there. Flicky played a couple games against Shelburne on the back end there.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't I don't think it was the hardest team to step up for your first time to play D, but even still for me, it was the first time I was ever really back there. So it's definitely a different perspective.
Can definitely make you appreciate the position a little bit more.
Exactly.
I know we were talking a little bit before we came on and started recording about your other line mate, and that's Luke Pither. This guy, he's an unreal hockey player. He makes a huge difference in the game. When he's on the ice and doing his thing, it's got to be fun though to play with him. Like, it's a nice compliment to you guys on the line.
Yeah, definitely. Luke's a good player, man. Like, can't give that guy a bad pass, pick her up anywhere. Tons of skill, dangle anyone, rifle of a shot. Great guy on and off the ice.
That's true. Yeah. It's it makes the game exciting when you can hop into holes and expect the puck, and he's going to open it up too with the way he plays, and like Justin said there, all the strengths that he brings. He's kind of got the whole package there. So definitely an easy guy to play with, and definitely makes you a better hockey player no matter who he's playing with.
Absolutely. Rob, I want to ask you this. We'll get to Justin obviously in his hockey history, which is a little bit less than yours on the elite prospects. I mean, yours is like, this long, but anyways, I know, like I said, you've played in a lot of different places. You've been around the block a long time, now in your age 34 hockey season in your hockey career. I just wonder how you could compare, like, is this the most fun you've had in a long time kind of thing playing hockey, or, and then eventually if we could get back to, like, say, if you have any particular fond memories of your early days in like your hockey career.
Yeah. Well, I guess depends how early you want to go back, but it's been really fun to come out here and just kind of enjoy the game of hockey and have it be a little less stressful, right? It's not your day job, so that can grow like anything, I guess. If you're doing it for work or for a job, it can become a chore, and it's not always it's not always for the love of the game, I guess, that you get out there. So I think it's been nice for me to kind of come out again, relax, do certain things that, I probably wouldn't try in a professional game when I'm, my spot is on the line or whatever. Right. It's, like there's a lot of that. And I think just being able to get on the ice again and be around kind of team atmosphere, be around a group of guys again, the camaraderie, it's really what I did miss. And I mean, with this team, I do get a ton of ice when I'm there, and I get to play on the first power play unit with some pretty skilled guys, and I get to puck a lot, so it's a lot of fun.
Right on. What I wanted to kind of ask you about specifically, not to go like way back to the beginning or anything like that, but just to put into some context here. So you played 3 years for the St. Mike's Majors and were drafted by the Chicago Blackhawks. That's unreal. Anytime I get to talk to people who are drafted in the NHL, I think that's a pretty cool thing. I get a little starstruck even. It doesn't matter necessarily how it worked out after that, but it's pretty cool to be able to talk to somebody who did. When you look back at that time though, obviously it's a different time, feels like lifetimes ago, probably. I understand that. But when you look back on it, what are your fond memories of that time?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the year after I was drafted, obviously the draft is, a huge event, and everybody playing at that time wants to be drafted. And if you do, it's a great honor for sure. But I think it was the following year that we had the Memorial Cup with Mississauga, and that was a really fun year. We ended up losing to Owen Sound in game
That's right. I
7 in
remember that.
overtime.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a bummer, and then lost in the Memorial Cup finals as well. But all in all, it was a great year. We had a great regular season record. I think we might have lost maybe 3 or 4 games. I don't know, something like that. But that was great. And then I had some good years along the way as well in the American Hockey League, playing with the Providence Bruins, who's probably in Charleston. We had a great group. Ended up getting swept in the finals, but we had a really good team, and it was a really fun team, really fun place to play, and that was an incredible year altogether. And then had a great time playing overseas in Europe as well. That's the European take on hockey it's pretty special. I don't know if you've experienced that, or you've even kind of watched a soccer game on TV or whatever. It's kind of like that mentality with the chanting and the cheering, and the fans are great. And even small towns, they really make it fun to play in.
Yeah, something tells me that the energy is just not matched anywhere, no matter where you go or what sport. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, Justin. Yeah, so like I say, elite prospects are a little smaller, but that's okay. I guess, yeah, when you look back on your hockey career, what fond memories stick out for you?
Yeah, my resume's not the same as Flicker's, that's for sure. But yeah, pretty much just grew up playing in Port Elgin there, and then played 5-6 years of Grey Bruce Highlanders there. Center was out of Chesley. It was pretty good playing there. Played with a lot of guys from all over. Played there, came back, played another year in Port, and then went and played a little bit of junior. Went to school, and then could have played one more year at junior, and then opted out of that and just came right for the Hawks. Hometown, I mean, I used to go to all the games when I was a little kid, so I was like, why not jump right into it and see if I can make the team? I made the team. I used to be more of like a skill guy, so I kind of switched my game style up, a little smaller, try to run around a little bit, get the boys a puck, and yeah, it's been a fun ride, that's for sure. Lots more years to come.
Excellent. Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy to say that when you're 26 as opposed to 38 or 34 or a Brett McDermott kind of age, like guys
Yeah,
been
he's got
kicking
20
it
years
forever.
on me.
Yeah. If I play that long, I got 11 more years.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Like, is that not wild? That blows my mind every time I hear how old he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
In
he's been
great
in the
shape.
league for over 20 years. Like, he's got to be getting close to the all-time point leader, I would think. I don't know where he's sitting, but
Yeah, that blows my mind. Like, say, because you watch him play and he makes everything just look so effortless out there.
yeah, he's a hell of a player. And he don't just play like in this league. He plays every pickup skate that he can play, plays Sunday mornings, plays Thursday nights. Like, he's on the ice all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think my
smooth.
body could handle that.
Yeah, guy's a machine. That's for sure.
Absolutely. One of the last few questions that that I'm going to ask. So obviously with this series, so now you guys are ahead 2-0. Take the first 2 games. Obviously, you guys have a lot of momentum in this series. What do you guys expect the rest of the way? Obviously, Tilsonburg's not going to just give it to you.
No, I don't think they will. Saturday night, we got them in Port again. See what kind of lineup they bring down to us, but we should have a pretty good crowd, and I know a lot of the boys are checked in for that game, so that should be good. Hopefully win that one, and then we got 2 games on Easter weekend, so that'll be a bit of a different story. People are busy, right? So that's senior hockey for you. Anyone can win any given night, depends who's there. So hopefully, hopefully wins game 3 and 4, but if not, we'll keep battling, and yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think, like Justin said there, it's always a shakeup of what roster you're going to see on either end. But I don't know. I kind of hope that it's that we both bring, somewhat close to our best, and we can have a tighter match like last night's road game there with the OT win. I feel like that's a little more fun to play in than the 11-2s.
Yeah, those can get pretty tiresome pretty quick, even from an announcer's perspective. I mean, you want those close games. You love those overtime games. Live for them. So we'll see how it goes, obviously, the rest of the way. When it comes down to it, this question I love asking people because it's always interesting to hear the story. Who do you guys owe your hockey careers to? Like, where would you say, like, from the beginning, I would say, like, this person had a huge influence on getting me started. Like, I know that sounds like, maybe you're going way, way far back, but I just wouldn't mind if you reflected a little bit on who you kind of owe your hockey careers to. Justin, we'll start with you and then we'll go to Rob.
I definitely got to give my hockey career to my dad. I mean, taught me everything that I knew when it comes to the game. He took me all over Ontario playing. I mean, the amount of time, you don't realize it when you're a kid, but the amount of driving that your parents do for you. And he didn't miss a single game growing up, took me everywhere. Put me in all kinds of hockey schools, went to the Montreal Canadiens hockey school for 3 years, like some cool stuff like that. So definitely turned me into the person that I am today, and can't thank him enough for that.
Very good. Rob, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, my parents were pretty on board. They did their best to bring me to the rink and all the extracurriculars. My dad was very big on power skating and summer camps and what have you. Even built me a pretty fantastic backyard rink most years. I want to say it was pretty much every year that, weather permitting, there'd be a nice backyard rink that I could spend 5-6 hours on a day. And I really think that it's like anything, right? The more you practice and the more time you put into it, the better you get. And I think those years of having that access to that ice all the time really did kind of elevate my game from one notch to another. And I did notice that I kind of created some separation from my peers during those times, and staying focused on your skating, on the little things. And so my dad was very into the game, still is, and I think I'd have to give him the credit for where I got as a hockey player, and I don't want to leave my mom out either. She stepped up when my dad was working and couldn't make it, and so it was definitely a joint effort.
Very cool. I love that because, obviously, got to give credit where credit is due, and it's obviously the parents who are watching a lot of these, like podcasts and games. Obviously, the live streaming has been huge this year for the league and being able to allow people to watch from the comfort of their own home. So that's really cool. But you guys, overall, the Winterhawks have had a great year, despite being bounced in the AA first round. I think it's been a tremendous season overall, and I'm really excited to see what you guys have for the finale, if you will, of the A bracket against Helsingborg. We've been very pleased to be joined by number 26, Rob Flick, and number 6, Justin Marlowe of the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Fellas, best of luck, obviously, the rest of the way, and thank you so much for coming on and doing this. I appreciate it.
Right on. Thank you, Raji.
Andrew, thanks for having us.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull, just the info you want at your own pace. Benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details. All right, folks, thanks so much to Rob Flick and Justin Marlowe of the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks for coming on. Great conversation with them. Apologies, obviously, for Rob's, a little bit of technical issues there. He was driving through the Bruce Peninsula and kind of losing some service at certain points, but we made it work as best we could. But Justin and Rob, obviously, they're in the thick of it right now, 2-0 over Tilsonburg, so best of luck the rest of the way for them. Just great hockey guys and great ambassadors for this OEHL. I feel like there's a lot of those guys you could say that about.
Yeah, I agree. Those are two good guys for the league there. And for Rob Flick to be a part of the league, who's drafted in NHL, that's brings some clout to the league there, brings some weight with that. But good job getting them for the interview, buddy. Good job on the interview. To yourself, obviously, I wasn't available to give you a hand on that one, but good job doing that. And yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, buddy.
Excellent. So lots of really good things happening right now. Obviously we got a couple weeks to go here before, a week and a bit to go till Easter weekend, which is going to be busy and jam-packed. It's really coming down to crunch time though. We're not so far off from crowning an A champion. That A final or double A final is going to be tremendous no matter which of the four teams are in it. What are your kind of thoughts as to how you kind of see this going? Like if you could put on your sort of projector hat.
Like who would I pick that's going to be in there?
Well, I mean, without putting yourself in a position to get ridiculed, because that sucks.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to bet against Allura on that side. Because I know that they're good, but I also don't want to give any other teams fuel. So I don't know. It's hard to pick, but I would love to see them. We'll say it this way: I would love to see the Allura Rocks in the finals, and I want to see them play Minto.
That would be tremendous stuff. Again, it's just such a toss up and a coin flip if you really, really bear down to it, right? Like on paper, it's just such a coin flip, and then you watch a few of the games, and you're like, oh, okay. All right, this is opening my eyes a little bit.
All four of these teams could be the champ. Like they all are they're all worthy of it. They're all good hockey clubs. Like there's like you said, like it's totally a coin flip, and like either way, whoever we pick will probably get mud in our face. So someone's not gonna like what we say. So
no, absolutely. I'll spin it this way. I mean, on the A side of things, I mean, I think Braden Roberts needs to step up a bit for Tilsonburg to get them back in this series.
I think he will.
I think he will. I'm just, I guess I'm kind of singling guys out, if you will.
Yeah.
So Braden Roberts, I would suspect needs to just elevate his game a little bit and kind of be a leader. Abraham, obviously on the defensive end, he's the captain, longtime guy. Those two kind of need to take control of this situation and really turn this thing around. Over on the Saugeen Shores side of things, again, keep doing what you're doing. The system is working. No need to deviate that much. But Hudson Wiles has obviously been outstanding, and I see him continuing to be a force. When it comes to Allura and Seaforth, Camden Daigle, I think, he is going to.
That guy's a great player.
He's going to find his steps, and I think he's going to, be a key factor in them kind of elevating back into this series after dropping the first one. Mateo Condata, obviously a guy on defense for Allura, been there a long time. He's the captain there. Not so much for points or scoring, so to speak, but when it comes to shutting down the big boys, he's always relying upon.
Great first pass too.
Absolutely. Great first pass. Just a tremendous leader, and obviously a guy who can really control things when things start to go awry.
Yep.
And then over on the Minto side of things, for them, obviously dropping that game, not ideal, but now it's a series, best of 5. I'm interested to see how Chase Herford looks coming back into the lineup after missing the 2 first games there. He's a difference maker because without him, it's all about, can we contain Blair Butchert? And Butchert was frustrated as anything in that game too. So I think for both of their games, Herford needs to be in the lineup and he needs to be producing.
Yep.
And on the Ripley side of things, I mean, Jason Hamilton, obviously big response game after dropping the first one. He's taken on a lot because he's played a lot. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Chris, what are your final thoughts? And then we'll close the show.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start with the A side there. I'd like to see Tillsonburg just kind of make a series out of it here and start clawing back, get a win, and just chip away there. The Elora series there, Friday night, the next game there is going to be a great game. I mean, wish I could make it there, but I think that Elora's just going to have to keep doing a good job, stay disciplined. And for the opposition there, I think that they're going to have to start getting Dunn's eyes out of it and start screening it a little bit more, get greasy goals. And then on the other side, Minto, I'm not worried about them with the loss at all. I think they're going to be fine. Ripley, keep your foot on the pedal there. Take advantage of this. If there is that little bit of a hiccup there with that loss, take advantage, strike quick early in the next game, and then maybe you start putting some panic into them.
All right, folks. For Chris Donnelly, I'm Andrew Rogers. You've been watching the Rodg and Don Show. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.
If your mortgage is renewing, in need of refinance, or if you've simply got equity sitting on the bench, you might be missing a big play. Most people don't realize there are options like BMO's Ready Line, TD's Flex Line, or Scotia's Step, turning your home into a tool, not just a payment. You can access equity, invest, renovate, or just take control of your cash flow. But here's the thing, they're not all the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you. That's where John Steffler with the Mortgage Group comes in. He helps you build the right game plan, whether you're buying, refinancing, or transferring your mortgage. And best of all, there's no cost to you. Call or text 519-630-8609 or visit HuronPerthMortgages.ca for more details.
Are you a small business owner and you've been thinking about getting a benefits plan for your business? Check out benefitsimple.ca. No hassles, no pressure, no bull. Just the info you want at your own pace. benefitsimple.ca. Benefits simple.
The Rodg and Don Show is sponsored by Goat Sports Supply, located at 1223 Mackenzie Road in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Phone number is 519-829-5612. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.goatsportsupply.ca.